Welcome back, fellow coders. Jared O'Leary here with BootUp. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make music player controls in Scratch. So I've already got a few songs selected on my backdrop, and I'm going to show you how we can use code to make it so it switches between those songs. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to data. Now I'm going to make a variable. The variable is basically going to store what song number we are on. So that way Scratch knows, hey, play song number 3 or play song number 1, whichever one we want to skip to. So I click on make variable, and I'm going to make it something descriptive. So something that I'll know just by looking at it what the point of this variable is. So I'm going to say song number and say OK. Now I've got my variable here. I can uncheck this so that way it goes away up there, or I can bring it back up. Now, what I want to do is make it so that when we start, we set our song number to the very first song. So that way we start with song number 1. So when we press the green flag, we're going to set the song number. Then I want it to actually start playing the music right away. So I'm going to create a function that I'm going to call play. And when we start, I want it to simply play this song. Now, there's a couple of things that we want to add into our play function. The first thing is we want to stop any other sound from playing. So if another song happened to be playing when we press the green flag or when we use the play function, we want to stop that one so we only hear the next one. Then we can actually add in repeats. Like for instance, if you want to hear a song a few times, we could say, hey, do the song 4 times. And what we're going to do is we're going to say play the sound until done. But we're going to actually put our variable inside of here because we don't want it to play birthday until done 4 times. You want it to play whatever the song number is. So here's how you do that. You go into your data and we take this little song number block and we put it inside of here. So now it's only going to play whatever song number this variable is set to. Okay, so let's walk through that real quick. So green flag is clicked. We're going to set our song number to number 1 and start playing it. This will stop any songs from already playing, and then we're going to repeat song number 1 a total of 4 times. Now, after this song finishes repeating 4 times, I want it to actually go to the next song. So I'm going to tell it, go to next song, and create a new function for that. So to create the next song function, it's actually pretty easy. We're going to say when I receive next song. What we want to do is change this number by 1 so it gets higher, goes to the next song, and then start playing again. So here's how we do that. So all we have to do is just say, hey, change our song number by 1, and then we simply call, our play function again by doing another broadcast. So we can start it. It'll start playing. When it finishes, it's going to change the song by 1, so it's going to make it go to the next song, and then it's going to start playing. So again, it'll start on song number 1. Here's the 1. When it finishes, it'll change it to song number 2. Okay, so this works really good for going to our next song, but we can also make it so that we go to the previous song by doing something very similar. So I'm going to make a copy of this, and let me put it up here so it's a little bit easier to see. Instead of going and calling this next song, we're going to say previous song. So previous song. And we don't want to change the song by 1. We want to change it by -1. So if it's on song number 2, we go back to song number 1 and then simply play it again. So these two functions are very similar. The next song and the play song look very similar. The only thing is -1, and this one says previous, this one says next. Okay, that's cool. Now, there's one more function that we want to add to this. The last one, we want to make it so that a user can stop our song. So what we're going to do is say when we receive the function for stop, or stop song, whatever you want to call it, we want to stop anything else from running and then stop all the sounds. So here's how we do that. So we use the stop block and we say stop all the other scripts in case something is playing. And then we say, okay, now that you've stopped everything, stop all of the sounds. So if you use this combination of blocks, this will make it so you stop. Okay, so once you do that, all you have to do is simply call your functions. So for instance, if you wanted to make it so that you could go to the next song by pressing the right arrow, you could do that. So if I press the right arrow, it goes to the next song. If I press it again, it goes to song number 2, song number 3, etc. Or we could say, hey, whenever you press the left arrow, go to the previous song. So now we're on song number 3. If I press the left arrow, we're now on song number 2. Okay, so you could use arrows to make it so a user can control the song, or you could use buttons. So for instance, I created a play song button, next song button, or previous, or you could stop the song. So I know I went fast through it. This was a little complicated, but you can watch this video again and pause it at any point you're stuck, or use the quick reference guide to figure out how to create all these different functions on here. So we start off, we start playing, it goes to the next song, which is right here. You can add in a previous song function, and you can add in a stop song function. All you got to do is just figure out when you're going to broadcast it by using user controls, whether it be a button or using keyboards.